Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight we're going to continue our deep dive into Kenpo Blue Belt. Tonight we're going to work with Slicing Dragon, which is a defense from a punch, and Raising the Sword, which is a defense from a handshake. Anytime you hear sword in Kenpo, it means an open hand. So in this case, we're raising the open hand sword, because it's a handshake. And then Slicing Dragon is another one where we go to the outside, attack low, but now we're going to turn it into a throw at the end, which I really enjoy. So we're going to start with Slicing Dragon. This is Kenpo Blue Belt, Slicing Dragon. Starts from a punch. Slice the dragon, and down. And I knocked my microphone off. All right, so what am I doing? Let's talk about this. I move nice and slow. I move really fast. What am I doing? Well, the first thing I'm doing is I'm getting my head out of the way and I'm coming in. There is a danger to moving at a punch. There's a danger to moving away from a punch. There's a danger whenever you're getting punched because you might get hit and that sucks. All right. We first started with them punching at us and we started moving away, especially if they start stepping and punching, doing them big crosses, boom, like this. And started there. But now we're coming to get this. Now, if you see it coming, they've cocked back and got that thing ready. And she's going to punch me, and I start moving before she really builds momentum. If I do get hit, I get hit here before she develops more power than if I get hit here, which it's at the end of this chain there. Things are going to go bad for me. So if I'm going to get hit, I'd kind of rather get hit back there. Now, the other thing is I don't just rely on the block. I rely on my footwork and moving my head. Just like any good boxer knows, slip the punch. So we're going to slip the punch as well as block. We're going to do both things. We can do both things, and we're going to step. Yep. As we do that, we come inside. We make the dragon fist. This is the Slicing Dragon. And hit there, and hit there. As we come back, there's a good chance that they're going to bring their hand up to guard themselves. That's fine. That's what our other hand is for. One more time. Hit, hit. You can check that down. As I step, I make the Cobra Fist here, right here. You come up along the body, whoop, right to here. The throw is really irimi nage, the entering throw. You could turn it into full-blown osotogari, but really with one leg and one hand, we're going to do it more Aikido style-y in that as we move, we're going to unbalance. So here to here, check that down. As we step in, we catch. You're being so kind, but we got to show them what we got to show them a little bit of resistance. The counter to being thrown, take the fall, and then get out. But if you don't know the counter, well, life's a little harder for them. All right, so we'll try again. You're being so kind. Hit, hit. Check this down. Now, I step back. My hip is on her hip. As I come up, again, I really only need one hand to get that. Let's do with a little bit of resistance. The other side where she's a little stronger, punch with your right fist. Hey, hey, hey. And again, I'm moving my body and attacking a weak spot, the throat. I'm being nice because this is class and I want my partner to keep working with me. But when we are on the street, and this talks about aliveness, you can't practice all strikes with full aliveness. This is true. But you can practice with enough that at least you understand exactly where your body has to go. So as she comes in, punch me with everything you got. The moving is easy. Again, I don't have to hit with everything I've got here to know where the hit is, to know where the hit is. And again, as I come in here, I don't have to hit with everything I've got to know that if I step in here and move, all I've got to do is come up here right to there, and nice and easy. But I can come in and what? And so she is being a observance training partner. As I come up for that Cobra strike, she is tucking her chin to protect herself. That's being smart. As the partner, as the uke, the one who the move is being done to, you have to protect yourself as well. So you get your turn and don't get broken. Other side. So hit, come in, and there, right there. She's protecting herself. But again, if she fights, I've got the position with the hip behind and up. Now let's talk about the slicey part. What am I hitting? Ultimately, I want to hit the ribs. As I come through here, I want to hit the ribs right here because that is painful. You are doing this in a stressful situation. You are doing this at combat speed. Things are happening. What if you don't hit the exact right spot? Cool. You're hitting them. If you miss with this, you might hammer fist here, and good, you've done something. Again, while we try for the ideal, if we don't reach it, we're still smacking them. The same token, I know where the kidney is. That's what I want to hit with the knife hand. It's no fun to get hit there. What if you miss? Hit them anyways. Why? Because you might get it, you might not, but at least you've hit them and you're winding up for this, which it's hard to miss the throat. If they tuck their chin, that's why we're going into Iriminage, the Cobra strike right here. Very well might not do the damage from the strike, but it's enough to get the balance off and move them away, which is ultimately what we want. Other side. So let's put it all together, combat speed. There we go. Other side. And right to there. Nice and slow. So that is the danger of combat speed. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to hit that person. This is not a nice strike. You pull that strike. You control yourself and work on a nice, gentle throw, breaking the kazushi, allowing them to fall as they need to. So, raising the sword. This is from a handshake. So, handshaking, they're trying to grab me, trying to grip, doing something I don't like. So I move in here, get the strike, come out here, get the strike, come out here, hit here, kick them in the face. All right, other side, just so we can see it a little better. And again, bring up here, strike, bring out here, strike, come here, smash, and kick the face. All right, now let's talk about what we're seeing, what we're doing, what's happening. Somebody asked me, we did the short video, does this really work or is this just for fun? Once again, when we do Kenpo and you see me hit once, twice, 3, 4 times, and the complaint is, well, no one's going to stand there and let you. That is absolutely correct. No one's going to stand here and let us, nor do we expect them to. That's why we keep moving. If they stood there and let me, one move would work. So if they stand there and let me, the hyperextension break and the strike, that's all I really need. But we also recognize that we're not that lucky. That's not going to happen for us. So, as I said, again, they're probably going to try and punch you. Hence the reason we move here. Hence the reason we strike here. If they keep trying to punch, we pull them out here and pull it into there. We expect resistance. If there's more resistance, we come out here. This poor Guy hates this microphone. And come to here and here. Now it is written that we kick with the front because you got a straight shot from here. This kick is not real powerful. So if you want, boom, come across to that back leg. You will end up kicking more ribs as well as face. Kick them how works for you. It still hurts. That's the one I prefer because I want to thump them ribs and the face at the same time. But it is written, you know, it is the move is technically with that front snap to the face, which is nobody's idea of a good time. Let's just get that out of the way. So let's go to the other side. So again, you know, does this work? Well, as she tries to hit, again, I'm stretching this thing and I'm elbowing this thing and I'm coming out here and I'm elbowing this thing. And I may take a strike or two, but I've got that. Again, if they're trying to move, we stop them. We don't let them. This isn't just a handy armbar. This is a smash the elbow and right upside the face with that kick. Or, you know, I like this one too. Woof home, you know, from west of the Pecos, bring that leg forward like an onrushing train. It's not a good thing. You know, they may put a hand up, stop it. Good. Let them. Kick them twice. We don't have to stop it once. By the same token, if they're resisting and you do one elbow, you can always try another one just, you know, to make their life not happy. Nobody says you have to stop it. One strike here. You can do it again down here. You can throw one right here. You can come out here. Ba-ba, boom. Now, we start from an ideal. One extension, one elbow, one extension, one elbow, one extension, one smash, one kick. Just like we keep saying, impose the idea that you can modify this. Well, I need to kick them like this. I need to hit them twice. Good, do it. If you practice perfectly, but you understand that in a chaotic combat scenario, things are going to get dropped. You might come to here, try to come to here, they pull you in, you couldn't make it, so you went to here instead and you just skipped the whole move. Okay, fine. As long as you're not getting punched and you're the one doing the hitting, woo, that's better than nothing. Take it. But I will say, as we come in, they're going for that punch. They're going for that. They're going to pull you in and try to, like that. You know that's coming. So use your body to extend. Now, if they try to punch you, it's hard. It's difficult because it's my whole body versus this one joint. And that's a bad place to be. And then I take a couple shots. Here, we'll trade. We'll see who likes that shot better. And again, if they're trying to get out and they're trying to pull in, you circle and in. So I'm using my body weight, which is considerable, to move this thing out. Boom, they keep fighting. They're not staying still. They're not being nice. Fine, keep fighting. Boom. Oh, they keep fighting. She blocked it. Okay, fine, move out here. Ha-ha. And ha-ha, boom. So we know nobody's going to stand there and take it. That's the idea. One more time, as we'll do this side. They're not going to stand there and let you. So hit them. Hit them. Hit them. Bah! Use that forward leg, whichever one it is. Take the shot. Smack them in the face. What do you do then? Well, if you've hit them enough, they might be done. They might not. This is where cross training is important. Go to the ground. Have fun. But you have gotten some strikes in and hopefully gotten your point across that this is a message of friendliness, and somebody who overrides the bounds of hospitality to turn this into an attack deserves everything that's coming to them, deserves everything they're going to get, deserves everything that might happen. So, raising the sword. That was Kenpo Blue Belt. That was Slicing Dragon and Raising the Sword. I like Slicing Dragon. Anytime you practice things from a punch, absolutely work for more resistance. You know, start with your punch and they hold it out so you can work the block and work the strikes. Then work the punch and pull it back and strike many ways. Get faster. Work with them as they move. They've hit. You're going to get the first shot. They're going to pull back. That's fine. Hit them in the back. By the time they move, you're already coming up to hit that. Work faster. But again, when you're doing that Cobra Strike, be very, very careful. Definitely have your uke practice, safe practice, and tuck the chin for that. Same thing, raising the sword. Anytime you're blending in, grappling with your striking. Be very careful with your uke, because one, hyperextension on the elbow is a real thing, and that elbow isn't kind. Same thing as you come around. Work your speed, work the resistance, but take care to protect each other, because that's what's important. If you still don't like these, come into class. We'll show you why they work for us. Other than that, y'all stay safe. Thanks.